Next video, we're going to talk about breaking generational karma and cycles of generational karma. Now, as you all know, we have good karma and we have bad karma. So we're going to talk about breaking all those patterns and cycles in your family and bad behaviors that you may encounter or may not notice in your family. Those cycles need to be broken so that you can be free and be able to move forward in your life and heal and become abundant and successful. You need to break those generational cycles. So I say to everybody, pay attention to the patterns that's in your family. What are the habits that you notice and that your family members and friends and loved ones are constantly repeating with you and in your family? I suggest everyone to pay attention. Pay attention to all of those patterns, because those patterns mean something at the end of the day. And what we don't realize is we also repeat habits that our ancestors did as well. I know I did. And I had a lot of generational karma that my ancestors also left behind. So in order for you to break these patterns, you have to first notice the patterns and recognize what's going on, so you could be able to break those habits, break those cycles, and start repeating the same behavior over and over, because what you will find yourself is involved in a trap of constant repeating the same habit, but just with different people or different places or things. So you must break those habits and stop repeating all of those cycles. Your ancestors did it. Your parents are going to do it. Your great-grandparents and everybody else, even your children, will constantly repeat these cycles if they're not broken. So I want everybody to pay attention. Pay attention to the generational curses in your family and acknowledge them, and let the cycle end with you or end with your kids, either one. But we must stop repeating patterns of bad behavior in our family. This is very important. And acknowledge the patterns and heal those bad wounds that we have from children all the way up into adults, and breaking all those karmic cycles of patterns on our bloodline, and being able to understand why do we come in this life with those generational curses. They are started from young. They're started from many generations. And you must break all of those cycles, patterns of bad behavior and habits. I know that living in my city, New Orleans, we think that, this is something that we need to constantly repeat, because our grandmammy did it, our mothers did it, and everybody else in our family did it. It's not, funny to constantly repeat things that you have been through, and seeing our parents suffering and our grandparents suffering from the very thing that we need to break free from. So I want everybody to pay attention to the patterns, understand why it's happening, because your ancestors and the ancestors before them repeated those habits. So they became habits in the family. And what they did was they just moved to the family, to every person that's there. So I want you to pay attention to the cycles, everybody, and break those generational cycles. Thank everybody for watching. Much love, peace, and blessings. Take care, everybody. Ashe.